What is up, Sooner Nation? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. Got a softball edition for you. Before we get started this video, make sure you subscribe to the Sooner Surge. Join the channel, be a part of it. And also, you see the ticker rolling across the bottom. Go to thefanstop.com. They have great Oklahoma shirts. You can sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. You'll get 10% off your first 3 months if you use code SURGE. That's all you got to do is use code SURGE as the discount code, and you'll get 10% off. Great shirts. Love it. So another thing that's great, Oklahoma softball, 69 wins now in a row, and probably not the way we expected. Well, I'll say this, not the way we expected it to go as far as the opening game, the way it ended up playing out, but they won, and that's all that matters. And Hunter, if you remember last night on the live or on the video we did about OU softball, I said, could the emotion, could the atmosphere, could it be a problem at the start of the game? And I very much think it was a problem with Nicole May. I think, I mean, getting down early again, 3-0, not a hole you want to have to crawl out of, but they did. And also, Hunter, you mentioned it last night. Miami of Ohio, they're a really good offensive team, and they showed it today. I was uber impressed with them.
Yeah, very good team. They have the most home runs hit in the country. That tells you something. They hit 2 off Nicole May in the first inning. Wasn't what anyone, I would say, expected on how the game played out, like you mentioned. But I think everyone expected there was going to be a magical feel to the game. And there was. Game 1, how it ended. Kinsey Hansen walking it off.
Yeah,
and really just the 6th inning, I believe it was, before that, when the offense floodgates really started to open up for them, and then back to back home runs off Carly Keeney, which I did not see that one coming at all. Carly Keeney was going into today number 1 pitcher in the country, 0 ERA, and then to give up 3 home runs in the 7th inning.
Well, and they weren't just crawling over the fence homers.
No, they were smoked. Every single one of them, as soon as the bat hit it, it was, okay, that ball's gone. That ball's gone. That ball's gone.
Yeah. Is it Love's Field or Coors Field? Because
I was shocked by how the ball carried today. Really shocked by that. But again, Miami, Ohio, you got to give them credit. They're a really good power hitting team. There's a reason they lead the NCAA in home runs. And just seeing it in warm-ups, you could see that they were ready to try to play the spoiler for Love's Field, and they came really close to being able to do it.
Well, in Pickering, another great day today, 2 home runs. Brito got the first bomb for Oklahoma at the new Love's Field. I think the story of the day, though, is probably the concern. Because we did a live right after the first game, and a lot of OU fans are just very concerned with Nicole May. And here's the thing. Right now, I think part of the reason the concern is that Maxwell looks so good. And so May hasn't looked as good as Maxwell. Let's face facts. She's had – and, hey, the deal with May is a lot of her problem, it comes twofold. It comes with when she's not in control, and if she's not hitting her spot, she's not an overpowering type pitcher, all right? So if she's not hitting her spots, or she's walking or hitting batters and getting players on, all it takes is 1 swing against her for a home run, and you've allowed 3 runs. Today it was 2 swings. But, here's the thing. Nicole May, I think, will be fine throughout the year. I would have maybe concern of, if it's a game you have to have, I think it's going to be a Maxwell game. Correct, Hunter?
I don't know if you can make that assumption just yet.
You think it's too early?
I think it's still too early because people have, that was really the talk of the offseason even is Nicole May going to be the ace? And then she did struggle against Washington. They got the win there. 0 earned runs allowed there for May in that one. Struggled today against Miami, Ohio. But I feel like it's Nicole May until it isn't. Until you see the opening game of a series, Kelly Maxwell get the start. I feel like it's Nicole May
Well,
up
and
to that point.
to be fair, what Nicole May was doing today was it was a pressure situation in the fact that you're opening Love's Field. I mean, you want to do the best. I mean, you want to make an awesome start. I think that's probably in her career, that's where she's kind of had the problems when it's a really pressure situation, right? And hey, nobody in that situation, nobody, you don't know how anybody will react. But at the same point, Hunter, I'm going to tell you who I think is being overlooked today. And that is somebody by the name of S.J. Guerin. Now, here's the reason. S.J. Guerin, the situation she came into after back to back to back home runs, coming into that inning, tied game now, 68 game winning or 67 game winning streak on the line. And Hunter, I'll tell you right now, when I saw her coming out, I was shocked. I did.
Yeah,
I did not think Patty was going to go to S.J. Guerin. Now I know reasoning wise. Yeah, I think the reason why was probably the change of speed. I think here's the thing. Miami of Ohio was hitting bombs off of fastballs, whatever. I think maybe Patty was saying change the speed up a little bit because she's got an insane changeup. And it worked. And S.J. Guerin did a great job. Got him out of the inning. And then the rest of history. I knew if it went tied to bottom of seventh, somebody was going to do a walk-off at that stadium for the first game. And Kenzie did that. But kudos to S.J. Guerin, man.
Yeah, that was really – S.J. Guerin's had very limited innings so far. And to get, really thrown into the fire, Love's Field, you do not want to be the pitcher to take the loss in that game, the streak, you mentioned it. And you come in with no outs, all the momentum imaginable on Miami, Ohio's side from those 3 consecutive home runs, and to be able to get out of it and even work herself into a little bit of a jam and still be able to get out of it. You have a runner in scoring position, able to get out of it. That's big time. That's impressive. Big time outing for S.J. Guerin. I feel like that's an outing that is going to earn her some more innings as the season progresses, to be able to be in that high leverage situation and get out of it without allowing a run. And then just Kinsey Hansen.
Yeah.
It seems like anytime you need a big time hit, that's why she's the captain. At your home stadium. The last 2 home games, Kinsey Hansen launched one of them to save the streak and everything going into that season last year against Clemson, tie up the game on the final strike, and then today a walk-off home run. And then you get the 45-minute break between the games, and Oklahoma wasted no time run ruling Liberty in 5 innings.
Yeah, and Kelly Maxwell said, okay, this one's going to go quick because she was working quick. She was working good. Great performance from Kelly Maxwell, as I would expect. And then, and let me say this. Kudos to Miami of Ohio, because not many teams I can think of off the top of my head that gets onslaughted in the bottom of a 6th inning, like OU put on Miami of Ohio to go up 7-3. Most teams OU played, game would have been over. You know what? They came out there and just back to back to back. Like it was literally, I blinked and the game was tied.
I think they had every bit of confidence that they were going to win that game, even down 4 runs. To be able to do what they did, just watching them, as soon as they get a leadoff hit and then a home run, and it just piled on. That's a really good team. That's a team that's going to win the MAC this year. And, they run ruled Kentucky last year in one of the regional games. They weren't able to make it out of that regional, but they run ruled them in 5 innings. So Miami, Ohio, that's a team to watch of one of those smaller mid-majors.
Yeah, and what a day, Sooner fans, Sooner softball fans. Love's Field is beautiful. It's a beautiful stadium. It's an amazing stadium. Can't wait to watch them play there for years upon years upon years. And you almost had the perfect outcome today with Kinsey Hansen walking it off, Eddie Radosevich catching a foul ball. You cannot make this stuff up.
Yeah,
Hunter, you can't make it up.
That was great. It was also great hearing Toby Talk about
Toby
Eddie
on the call.
Toby on the call, Eddie catching the foul ball.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was a perfect day. It's everything you can imagine with Love's Field. Man, Cassidy Pickering, most home runs so far in Love's Field for the Sooners. 2 of them today. So
Cassidy Pickering heard our video last week about Ella Parker being named newcomer of the week and said, "Nope, it's going to be me this."
We still got 3 more games, but right now Cassidy Pickering is a front runner by far. As head into Saturday and Sunday.
Yep, going to be a fun weekend. Get out there and support the Sooners. Great place to watch a game. Cheer them on. Appreciate you guys watching this video. It's 69 straight for the Sooners, going for 70 tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining. Till next time, Boomer.